I'm having the same problem. If you double click them like you do in the old Samsung thing, it starts
just turned it
and then
off.
it turns it off.
Fuck.
Single click, everybody.
Hello and welcome to Boonta Vista, episode 300. I am Ben, and I am here at the Boonta Vista Academy of Comedy Podcast Accents, where our highly trained instructors deliver expert-level courses on a wide range of comedy accents covering every culture in the globe. Ian? Join me as we drop in on several classes already underway. Through the door up ahead, we can hear what surely must be the sound of a seal try to speak English. It is, of course, the sound of Andrew teaching a room full of students Dutch Accent 101. Hi, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the 101 where you start off, you got to ease into it. You got to start off with just European.
Yeah, vaguely European. The one accent we use for like 20 different countries in Europe.
Yep.
And you get two words.
Mm-hmm.
You get yeah and hello. The cornerstone, the fundaments.
Yeah, and after you've really worked up for a while, we will introduce you to the concept of saying like the SH sound for everything.
Yeah.
That's Dutch.
Yeah. We're so fucking good at this. I actually think our Dutch accent has gotten worse over time. As we've like fallen into a groove of doing the accent we're doing and further away from trying to do Dutch.
Yeah, I mean, it absolutely 1000% started as Swedish Chef.
Yeah.
I mean, we should go back to that.
Yeah.
Swedish Chef, the perfect Dutch accent.
And thank you so much to our at least 3 Dutch listeners. You guys are the most patient people on earth.
Such good sports.
But what's this? Through the door up ahead, we can hear some of the most beautiful, articulate sounds ever produced by a human mouth. Why, it must be Theo, giving a crash course on the comedy podcast French accent. Hi, Theo.
I immediately I'm dreading this because voice work is not my thing.
Would we say that?
You've got an audience now.
I know.
You're on the spot. It's live, baby.
Okay, hon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, that's textbook French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we wrote that textbook.
We. Have I said we yet?
And it costs
No.
$80.
Okay.
That's the second thing to say after hon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love your French accent, Theo. I think it's really, really good. I think all of the different ways it sounds throughout a sentence are equally as good.
Maybe, hold on. Let me see if I can help guide you through this for a second. Just close your eyes. Pretend nobody is watching the live stream of this episode. Now, transport yourself to beautiful Paris, France. Imagine, if you will, you are wearing a rakishly cocked beret, a black and white striped shirt. You have a baguette under one arm, but a shopkeep in front of you has just opened a package of the stinkiest cheese you have ever smelled. What would you say?
Oh. Sorry, my cigarettes.
So good.
Can you just kill me and get this out of the
That's
way?
flawless.
Oh, but wait, there's a final door. Oh, this door seems very special indeed.
Oh, no.
And while the other doors had a description of the class inside written on them in English, this one appears to be written in kanji. This room could only be for one purpose, and with only one possible instructor. That's right, it's Lucy, giving a class in how to speak in Japanese with a comedy Australian accent, starting with the example sentence, "My name is Lucy Valentine from the podcast Boonta Vista."
Yep.
Because you
But-
speak Japanese, Lucy.
But in a, you wanted it, okay.
Yeah.
Lucy-san. Mm-hmm. Boonta Vista desu.
Mm-hmm.
Irashaimase.
Perfect.
Hi.
And none of us have been racist. We did it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
The first non-racist podcasters. It's incredible.
Yeah. We're
incredible.
not racist. And we're going to keep saying that 5 to 10 times an episode,
Not
every
racist.
episode. We are not racist.
Playing like a klaxon every 5 minutes to confirm still not racist.
If you don't hear that klaxon go off, something terrible has happened.
There's been a problem. There's been a huge problem. Welcome to episode 300?
Yeah. Episode 300, the roughly 600th episode of the podcast.
Yep. And that's because we sat down and we thought about it really early in the piece. We said, hey, we don't want to get caught out later on. We don't want to get we don't want to get all fucked up by numbers. So let's figure out a great system right now for how we number these episodes. And we did, and it's gone perfectly.
Yeah.
No one's ever had difficulty filling in the wiki as a result.
Nope.
We certainly haven't.
Business.
We haven't done multiple bonus episodes in a row before doing another main episode and fucked up the ordering even further. We haven't done that, probably.
First step, start at 3.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. From our
Go on
third
from there.
and first episode.
Yep.
That's right.
That's how we like to do it around here.
Classic podcast numbering system. It's like, they don't have the first floor is the ground floor in America, and a podcast number 3 is number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a triple jump at the Olympics, Well, because they hit the ground 3 times before they do the jump. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I've never really
okay.
understood how triple jump works. You do a hop and then a skip and then
And
you...
it's
I thought it was
kind
a
of a
hop, skip,
loping
Yeah.
sort of thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, not racist, which is great news for us. However, we are going to check in on one of the most racist countries.
Yeah. Yeah, it's them, not us.
Japan.
I didn't exclude us from
Yeah.
the most racist countries. I'm just saying we're all up there in the rankings. We might be on the podium if we keep it up. That's all I'm saying. It's time to check in on America. See what they're naming things. It's the great American Hall of Fame. I clicked that once to get ready, and then it was going.
Perfect. You nailed it.
So hang on. Do you always pre-click the icon once?
Well, see, as
Line
I've
up a click.
Just to prime it.
As I have
Yeah.
discussed many times, there are too many segments. Yes, it may be a rod that I've made for my own back. It may be...
It's just the right amount.
I think you made a beautiful rod.
Yep. So,
I love your rod.
on the normal soundboard thing that I use, there is roughly 1,000 themes. And so while we're talking, I locate that one and I click it once so that it gets a highlight around it, and I can locate it when I next look
There
at the
can't
soundboard.
be that many. There can't be. There's what? How many themes we got?
I mean, I keep a list of them in our show notes document so that if I've run out of stuff to put in the show, I can remind myself what we talk about. And there's like 40 on that list, and it's not all of them because I've definitely missed some. We have so fucking many.
It doesn't help that we also have like multiple versions of the same song. Like there's Nature Corner. There's the theme for Nature Corner. Then there's the horse themed Nature Corner for when it's a horse story. Then there's the monkey themed Nature Corner. There's the clipping report, the shipping report, the tipping report, the tripping report, the ripping report. Can
I read you guys the list that I have in the document?
I assume this is segments we've done more than once.
It's segments I intend to do again.
Okay.
Is how I would describe these. This is in alphabetical order. The Bad Tweets Roundup, Balloonly Speaking, Bean to Bar, Bernie Bro Down Hoedown, probably not going to do that one again actually, Boat Watch, Cousin Shit, Drodely Speaking, Great American Hall of Name, Headline News, Insanely Speaking, Looks Like Menu is Back on the Menu, Mailbag, Mayor Watch, Mystery Liquid, Nature Corner, Netherlands Corner, Omens Importance, Paging Dr. Lucy, Plainly Speaking, Po Body's Nerfect, Regional Bullshit, Scam Watch, Shipping Report, Smells That Make You Go Huh, Tabloid Phenomenon, The Egg Report, The Whole Report, The One Thing We Didn't Want to Happen, Theo C's, The Poll Report, The Ripping Report, The Tipping Report, The Tripping Report, What's Been Happening, We're in the Wide World of Wardy, probably never happening again,
R.I.P.
and
no.
finally With a Lead Pipe.
That's a lot more than I thought, actually. I've been.
It's not even close to all of them as
And
well.
like way
Yeah.
more of them.
Oh,
than
Zoo
you
Watch
think
isn't
have
on that
themes.
list.
Zoo Watch. Yep. What's That Smell isn't on that
Oh,
list?
what's
No,
that?
it is
What's
on
that smell?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
This is what keeps people coming back. It's the variety.
God damn,
Yeah.
it's just
You never know what you're going to get.
Soon this show will just be us listing off the segments that we used to have.
And then finishing the show.
Yeah. Well, I think that's technically been an episode of the podcast Boonta Vista.
Yeah.
All right, so what I have here is I'm dipping my little bucket
Little pecker.
into...
Dipping my little pecker in there.
Yeah.
What are you putting your pecker in today, Ben?
I'm putting my bucket back into a well from which I have drawn the water of names before.
Okay.
I can't remember what
Perfect
episode
metaphor.
it was. All I remember is that Tom was on this episode the last time I did it. This is from graduating classes of Yale between the 1950s and the 1980s. Hopefully there's no overlap between these two lists, but I can't remember any of them. But
Fingers crossed.
in no particular order, here we go. Remington Corper.
Fine.
Parker Coddington.
So American.
Holroyd Kurtz.
What's that first name? Holroyd.
Holroyd. That's right.
Okay.
Holroyd.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
what's that dude?
Sorry, I thought you said something
Holroyd.
stupid.
No. This is legions you get if you spend too much time in the Star Trek holodeck. You get Holroyds.
Oh no, I got all backwards then. I was thinking about that guy who's in a bunch of stuff. Boyd Holbrook. Is that his
Unfamiliar.
name?
Great name, though.
He's in
No.
Logan. He's in Logan, if that helps.
Doesn't.
Okay.
Littleton Long.
Grow up. Come on. That's
Moral Healed. Hamilton Smizer. Harrison Butterworth. F.W. Dowd Bangle.
I got to know what the FW stands
There's
for.
no way of knowing. It's fuck women.
I bet it's good.
fuck was it?
Sainsbury Strack. Fenton Babcock. Stokely Webster.
Stokely Webster. Beautiful.
Grevis Melville.
None of these have been a real first name yet.
Grevis.
All surnames, all around.
Grevis. Grevis.
Grievous.
Accident, like getting it
Or
wrong.
Grievous?
Getting
Maybe
it
Grievous.
wrong when you spell
Maybe
your...
Grievous.
General Grievous Melville. Gibbons Ash.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's when you get your pet ape cremated. You got your Gibbons Ash. McClure Caps. Pearl Chimes.
Sorry,
that's
Pearl
pleasant.
Chimes?
Pearl Chimes.
I like it.
Beautiful. That
Yeah.
is a
Nice.
real thing you could own.
Oh, actually, this is relatively special. There are women on this list. Usually, through no intent of my own, it's almost entirely male.
They are,
usually.
huh?
Yeah.
Systemic. It's patriarchy.
Yeah.
Put the ladies in.
I look, I want to walk back what I said a second ago. I think that Pearl Chimes would not really sound great. They'd just sort of go tack.
Yeah, little
as they-
clicks.
Yeah, they just
That'd be
bump. I mean,
clunky.
I'd probably like that more than like wind chimes.
This has been Pearl Chimes, chat.
Yeah, if we're choosing chimes.
If you wanted a position on chimes,
This is our
it's got to
chimes
be wind
position.
for me.
Chime chat.
Bro, can I just get your chimes position real quick?
Can you add chime chat to that list of segments real quick?
No, we cannot. Patience Clap? Oh, no. Sorry, I got that one wrong. Patience
Oh.
Clop. Win Taplin?
Okay. There's just so many where you just go, that's an arrangement of syllables.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you know the really
rolling through the sounds that we have now.
yeah, you know, like the fucking annoying scene in the one annoying scene in Garden State. Yeah, where
Headphone one.
when
haven't
Natalie
seen it.
Portman's character goes, sometimes I like to just
Oh,
I like
yeah.
to just make a noise that nobody's
goes,
ever
blah,
made
blah,
before.
blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Is that a real thing that she says in it? I don't think I've seen the movie.
Dude, like watch it if you want to immediately go into a 4-week depression.
I swear to fucking God, there is an episode a couple of hundred back where you, Lucy, specifically said you didn't mind Garden State, the movie.
No, you're thinking of 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, you're right.
I can see why you got those mixed up.
But Lucy, watch that movie if you just want to like.
Die instantly.
Although, no, I think actually maybe it should make you feel good that that like there are all kinds of creative pursuits that will get greenlit and filmed at some point. I don't know, but like brutally bad. Anyway, my point is, a lot of these names sound like someone just trying to arrange syllables in a way that hasn't been done before.
You've put the screens in a way that I can now see the chat, and I'm getting very upset from the several people that have been like, actually not that bad. You have the taste of a child.
Don't be... Hey, compliment from TK Donut on the podcasting jacket, Lucy.
I can't.
Oh, damn, finally.
I'm blocking out the chat for you, Ben. So you don't
Thank you
get
very much.
Razzle
I can't be
dazzle.
dealing with that.
I like the edit where she puts on the headphones and it's just diarrhea sounds. That's all I'll ever think of, guys.
I did a lot of those a little while ago. There was the Steven Seagal solo. There was...
Douglas Sprunt.
Sounds like some rhyming slang.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking.
He's all right, Douglas.
You're being a real Douglas about this, mate.
Archibald Prisk.
Okay.
Archie Prisk.
Florence Glidewell.
Yeah.
Does she?
Gracious.
Damn, that's a compliment, Florence.
Gertrude Noyes.
Do you guys just hear...
Hear something?
Anyone just hear a Gertrude noise? What's that sound like?
Alberto Ferrari.
Pimp!
That's a guy I'd like to be friends with. So
That's
fucking
your
bad.
made-up boyfriend's name.
God damn. Yeah, I went to Europe for the summer. My boyfriend? Alberto
Yeah, I
Ferrari.
met a guy. Alberto Ferrari.
The Alberto Ferrari.
You have never seen Tuscany until you've seen Tuscany with Alberto Ferrari. Alberto Ferrari looking at you and saying, "Let me show you my Italy."
Alberto Ferrari looking at you and saying, "Please, step into my Fiat." Hop on.
You think he drives a Fiat?
Yeah, hop on the back of my moped.
500.
Herbert Sultan.
Ooh.
He's my other made-up holiday boyfriend. Gene Stoner.
Yes. Gotta hang out with that guy.
The
Listen to
denim Stoner. Mary Jane Scriggins.
I love when Americans are called like Scriggins and Scruggins. Like
wonderful.
it's a normal name to have.
Like Walton Goggins. What
Yeah.
a name.
Walton Goggins is the
What a
all-time
name.
name.
And he looks like
He's allowed to, though.
He
yeah.
looks like a Walton Goggins.
he has the mouth of a Goggins.
The Gogster.
He does.
Edgar Bogartis.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Blood.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Bobby Blood.
Miriam Gore.
oh no.
F. Brainerd Bridgman. Thorvald F. Hammer. Might be
So like Thor
Torvald, maybe.
Hammer.
Yeah. Thor Hammer, as we call him for short. Otto Flans Jr.
All right, can you spell that last name for me?
Oh, I would love to. It's got more letters than you'd think.
Oh.
That surname is spelled P-F-L-A-N-Z-E. Flans.
Ooh.
Not what I
Flans.
expected.
Flanzer, perhaps?
Flanzer Jr.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pronounce this the way that I would like to pronounce it the first time, and then we can have a group discussion around the way you think it should be pronounced. Julio Orifice.
How are you pronouncing it any differently?
Okay,
Like,
so
I
that
think
is...
Julio.
It's probably
Orifice for a
Julio.
start.
I see the confusion.
No. This
Ooh.
name is spelled G-I-E-U-L-E-O.
All right.
Giulio?
Julio.
The surname is spelled O-R-E-F-F-I-C-E. Orifice? Is this man's name Giulio Orifice?
Probably. That
Or is
sounds
it Julio
delightful.
Orifice?
I'd be calling him Julio Orifice either way.
I'd be saying, "What's up? It's the G hole." Here he is.
There he is.
This one I think there's only one way to pronounce. E. Llewellyn Queener?
Okay, like E letter for the first name.
Yes, correct. Llewellyn, spelled Llewellyn, with, like 70 L's. And then Queener, Q-U-E-E-N-E-R.
Good drag name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
E. Llewellyn Queener. Waldo Glock.
Fuck yes.
My man got the strap, but where is
No
it?
safety.
F. Kingsley Elder Jr.
Excellent.
Elton Jr. That's
I think
a
you
nice
could
combo.
cancel those two
Up and
terms
down,
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just F. Kingsley, I think.
Oh, should we get some Kingsleys while you're here? While you're in town? Some Kingsley's chicken?
Yeah, get it.
I would love to get some Kingsley's chicken with you.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
The Canberra franchise, baby.
Irving Cornblut?
It's a German name. It means corn blood.
Yeah, I think it actually is Kornblut, which is blut as in blood? I don't know. Anyway, I have 4 more for you here. In advance, I'm telling you, grow up. Norris Woody. George Dix.
Yes.
Richard Sterling, known to his friends as
Dick Silver.
Dick Silver.
Rich.
That's right, our beautiful listeners. It's time.
Are we still streaming? Oh, Boonta Vista's offline.
Oh,
that's no good.
No.
Why are we?
Uh-oh.
But it's
We're back?
Are we back?
We're back.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no.
Back.
Did you guys... Oh, no, they didn't hear... They didn't
heard
hear the
Dick
name.
Silver.
They heard
Dick
Dick
Silver.
Silver.
Folks, you're going to have to watch the on-demand video.
Oh, no. We
Which
can
might
say...
not have
That's
gone.
fucked too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to save that as a secret.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll still be
It was
on
really
it'll be
good.
on the thing.
Yeah, but they'll get it in the re-listen. They're not going to get the
That's
best name of the entire list. You're going to have
right.
to
You
listen
gotta
to the
You're going to have to
VOD.
re-listen to the thing you already listened to.
Don't worry, folks. I signed up to the ISP that Theo made me sign up
You
to.
can't be blaming...
Who the fuck am I going to blame then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think something's wrong with your internet. Doesn't matter.
Yep. There always is, no matter what house I go to, no matter which state I live in.
So who's the common denominator?
Yeah, I
here?
think
ghost.
it's
A
like
ghost. A spirit.
The ghost
Thank
is the
you.
common
Thank
denominator.
you.
Server off.
Electromagnetic phenomenon, right?
yeah.
And
Lucy?
it's following you.
Have you turned
Yes.
your Plex uploads off?
No. Is anybody watching anything
Hey,
on Plex?
anybody that's
Not right
watching the
now.
stream streaming movies from Andrew's
Yeah,
Plex
get
right
off
now?
I
there.
might
Get
be.
off there. You might be.
Season
Get
three.
up.
Like last time Theo said, hey, make sure you turn Plex off. His wife was watching an episode of Succession. He's like, don't turn Plex off. But nobody's watching anything on there. It's not my fault. It's Canberra's infrastructure, folks. It's the bloody
Tyrant we
NBN.
walk.
It's
Yeah.
the bloody NBN.
You got to do the same segue twice now, but without
Yeah,
the convenient in we had last time.
Yes. So anyway, this is a little hint for what will happen when you listen to the episode again. What comes out of the worst cock you've ever seen? That's right, folks. It's time for Mystery Liquid. Mystery Liquid.
It's not really a mystery. It's cum.
No, it's like really weird cum. It's still cum, I guess.
It's cum, but it's the color of Mountain Dew.
Oh.
Is that not normal?
Have you ever seen Mountain Dew out of the bottle?
Yeah. I'd say my cum is a weird color. I don't know how different these levels are for them.
Oh, folks, this comes to us from motherfucking WCMH in Ohio. The Wacoomb
Yep.
rolls off the tongue. Ohio residents sought by scientists may have had cryptic COVID strain for 2 years.
Oh.
As soon as you're in the news and it says sought by scientists
Yeah.
after
So
your
fucked.
name, something has happened.
The
Guys
moment I
in the
hear
lab really want to talk to you.
if I hear
Fine.
sort by scientists, I'm picturing ET and they put him in the
Yeah.
in the tube. They're putting him in the tube from ET.
They're looking for this guy and Bruce Banner. Like, that's about it. Viral researchers believe someone in Central Ohio, if you are listening to this from Central Ohio, maybe you.
It could be you.
It could be you. Look at a mirror. Look to your left. Look to your right. If neither of those people have been infected with COVID-19 for at least 2 years, maybe you've been infected with COVID-19 for at least 2
Could
years.
it be you?
And they are hoping to find that person. They've had a 2-year-long COVID-19 infection.
This is just such a double whammy of not only have you had COVID for 2 years, which fucking sucks, but also now you're in the news for having COVID. Like you as one person.
Hey everyone, this guy
fucker
got
over
too
here.
sick. This guy's extra nasty. Stay away from him. While the researchers believe there is no threat to public health, they hope this case holds much needed answers to treating long COVID. Brother, they are gonna dice you up.
You go into the blender.
You're in the tube.
Oh, you're in the tube.
You're going into the ET tube and then into the rabies blender. I'm so sorry.
They are going to put you in the rabies blender, then they're putting you in the centrifugal thing, they're splitting you out into all your different plasmas.
Yeah.
They're dipping pinkies in, they're tasting it, they're saying, ooh, that's not good.
Also,
But you won't be there to
from
hear
this
it.
guy. This guy's had it for 2 years. This is like, are we learning what not to do?
Yeah.
That seems
How
fine,
not to cure
though.
COVID?
How not to
Maybe
be...
you can have it forever. He's living.
I think they want to put him into a big incinerator. That's
Yeah.
what I think.
Maybe.
So they hope there's much needed answers during long COVID. Molecular virologist Dr. Mark Johnson, that's podcasting.
Yeah.
I can do my list of names too. A microbiology professor at the University of Missouri's medical school spent much of his career studying HIV. That changed in early 2020 when Missouri health officials asked him to lead the state's wastewater sampling program. Fun.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Have we got a job for you?
There's a hot new virus in town, and it's in the diarrhea.
Dip your pinky into this and tell me what you think. So they're doing a wastewater sampling program to help track COVID outbreaks. At the time, Johnson said there was not much data available on the genetic material of the virus. I need more diarrhea. Quote, there was no protocol established at that point for sequencing SARS-CoV-2 from wastewater, so I developed my own, Johnson said. Everyone around him looking really uncomfortable. I bought my own from home. As the virus evolved into different variants like Delta and Omicron, sequencing its genetic material helped identify which strains were more prevalent in different areas. That's when Johnson discovered what he calls cryptic strains, or cryptics.
That sounds sick. He's making it sound really cool.
Yeah, he is.
He's making it sound pretty close to cryptid.
He's making
which
it sound
I
like a rare Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah.
One where you got to scratch off the front to see what's in there. Cryptics have a certain pattern. There are certain mutations that they regularly accumulate that are not in a circulating lineage, Johnson said. Johnson found that these unique versions of the virus would linger in one wastewater system for a period of time and then suddenly disappear. At first, he could not understand why these mutated sequences weren't spreading, even in densely populated areas like New York City. Hey, I'm mutating here.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
excited to play that theme, Theo.
I don't want to call it yet.
No.
That one seemed close, but I don't know if
No,
that's it.
no, I don't think so.
We haven't actually discussed what's happening, Theo. Is it that you're going to decree someone the comedian of the week and we're going to play it? Or is this
I've just as you normally
I
would.
think
but
we
then there's
all
a stinger
know.
at the end.
Just organically.
Yeah.
We just know when it happened.
All right, I'm
Yeah.
just saying you're going to flag with me when you need me to punch that button.
No. You guys announce it as you normally would. We'll
Okay.
fall
Okay.
naturally into it.
Yeah.
Quote, I thought it was coming from the rats, simply because I couldn't think of anything else that had enough mass in the sewer shed.
You know how crazy you sound right now.
Sounds so crazy.
It's coming
Yeah.
from the rats. It's got to be
The
rats.
virus comes and goes, but get this. What if there were rats in the diarrhea and they had COVID?
What if the rats got special diarrhea COVID?
That's a very New York approach. You'd be like, it's probably the rats.
Theo, if we had names for variants like Delta and Omicron, and then we identified a diarrhea-borne strain, what are
Yeah.
we calling that bad boy?
That's what are they? So alpha, beta, gamma, delta,
Dookie.
Omicron.
Crapper. Like Kappa.
Yeah, nice.
With a...
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh!
I thought it was coming from the rats, Johnson said. We've tested more rat feces than I care to remember. He dipped his pinky into so many little rat turds.
He's fucking doing the eternal sunshine treatment to get rid of his rat feces testing
Rat memories.
I don't want to think about how much rat feces I've tested.
Not anymore. Just want those memories to go away. The rat fecal tests were negative. It's unfortunate. If I had tested more rat feces than I cared to remember, I'd kind of want something to come of it.
Yeah, good
I
news
hope
for the
one of
rats, though.
them- Yeah, no COVID.
Yeah.
Be asking for my turds back. As sequencing became more common in sewer systems across the United States, Johnson started looking at publicly available data. A cryptic in Wisconsin led to Johnson's next discovery. These sequences might be linked to just one person or very big rat. What if it's a rat king?
This is genuinely insane that he is testing like all of the wastewater from like a town or whatever.
Chasing
in
one dude across the
Wisconsin.
country by testing all the shit.
He's testing like
It's like a ghost in the machine.
I don't understand how they must be testing large enough volumes of turds that one person's turds keep coming through and they're like, we got him again. Here he is.
We tested 6 liters of turd and 90% of it is from one guy.
Isn't it just, aren't the turds combined in the sewer?
Yeah, they're all
Yeah,
Are they
it's
separate?
homogenized
Does your
turds.
It's gotta
one
be a-
turd come down the toilet
They're
and
not
like,
like-
shoots out and he can just
It's a
grab
big
that
shitty
one?
slurry, surely.
I don't think they're plucking out an individual perfectly formed turd. They're like, my God, we got another one of his.
They're
Plus, it all
doing
goes in the Mixmaster at the end, right? Like they've got the big round thing that's got
KitchenAid,
the-
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're getting like a really
The
big turd
whirlpool.
out.
Yeah. The turd pool.
You know how when they're mining
Hey, Ben's
Getting there.
Oh, okay. You know when they're mining they do like a core sample?
Yeah.
Yeah, what if they find a big shit, just one, and they do that with it? I guess you're only sampling one shit then.
Yeah,
aren't
it's
you?
still,
Oh,
it's
like
still
a-
a turd.
like a turd biopsy.
Yeah.
I think it's more like a turd core sample for, you're getting the strata of the various
Yeah,
geologic
yeah.
eras throughout that turd.
You got a
Count the-
corn
Count the
based
rings
meal.
on
or
that
Count the
shit.
turd. Yep.
Quote, we started tracking it, Johnson said, like one of the guys from Predator. So we started from the main treatment plant of over 100,000 people and sort of like checked all the lines. That's not what I want to hear from a scientist.
Science, baby. I don't know. We sort of fucking looked at a couple of them or whatever.
We like checked it or whatever. And all of them, only one of the lines had the lineage. And so we would just keep going, checking all of the pieces of the web, figuring it out, following it up, until the line that we got to a single manhole.
So they're doing like branch
We're
checking?
tracking, yeah, we're tracking this turd like the CIA.
Like to one toilet?
doing a
one
phone
area?
Call.
One manhole.
We just need him to shit for another 2 months.
serving like, keep him on the line.
Yeah. Keep him on the toilet. We got to triangulate the shit.
This is. I just can't imagine
Insane.
being on the receiving end of this and finding out that a bunch of scientists have been trying to find specifically
Oh my
where your shit
God.
is coming from.
Oh, yeah, bro, there's a task force after you.
By the way, you definitely need to change your diet.
So they narrowed it down to a single manhole. That manhole actually only got waste from one place.
That's not how pipes work.
Wait,
right?
wait,
Like,
Theo, wait.
Come on.
It only got waste from one place, which was a company that had about 30 employees.
So they've narrowed
Now-
it.
Really
Oh.
localized it.
Yeah, from 100,000 buttholes to 30.
How can they not find this guy?
I'm imagining an episode of The Office. Hey, we've got some visitors. We just need everyone to shit into a cup.
Oh my God, Michael Scott would say something so funny about
He
this.
would,
Yeah.
he
That is so
would.
That's a
true.
line as well.
And the other guys?
I think ideally,
Jim?
he'd look at the camera probably.
Oh, you got to check what? I don't actually know where the camera is. Where's the camera? Sorry.
30 employees, 30 cups.
And if you're listening to the audio version,
If you're listening to the audio, we found the camera. Johnson said the trail went cold.
disgusting.
Oh, I got an ice cold turd here, bro. No, not as he's holding it up to his cheek. God damn it. Johnson said the trail went cold after 2/3 of the employees at the Wisconsin company agreed to be tested for COVID with nasal swabs. What's that got to do for you? I don't, no, not the nose. Not the nose, brother.
Adding another variable.
It's useless.
He might only have 2-year COVID in his asshole.
Yeah. That's how they're tracking him. Wouldn't you want to...
Maybe it's asshole COVID.
He has
It's a special
COVID.
strain.
2/3 of the company agreed to be tested for COVID with nasal swabs, and all of the tests came back negatory.
Sounds like
Well,
you've
you've
narrowed it down to
isolated
10
10.
people.
A third of the company,
Yeah.
yeah. While he and his colleagues spent months studying the cryptic strain and gaining approval to collect stool samples from the employees, the strain vanished.
They spent months gaining approval to collect stool samples?
Imagine.
Just ask them.
I think.
Come on,
I'm
give me-
picturing.
Give us a turd.
Give me a single fucking turd,
I
Kevin.
think they've been given access to the company, right? They're in the office, and they've already talked to like the first 20 people and got it, and then like management has just let them hang out and say, "Look, no, for real, if you could just." I've got a special bag. You put it over the toilet, and then you put the seat down. You shit into the bag.
I'll
And
take care of the rest.
Honestly, you don't even have to bring it out to me. You just come out of the toilet and say, "I'm done."
Give
I'll
me-
go in and deal with the rest. Trust me, I've tested enough rat shit to not even worry about your shit. I think I'd rather test the rat shit than human shit. to be
I'd
perfectly
way
honest.
rather
Yeah.
test the rat shit.
Why does human shit smell so much worse than all the other stuff?
It's probably more human shit than rat shit. I think if a rat turd was the size of a human turd, it would smell unbelievably bad.
Well, we're
Maybe,
geared
but
to
you pick
pretty
up
much
your dog
think that-
shit, right?
Yeah, it smells
Yeah, but
terrible.
we're,
Would you
we're
pick up my
geared, like,
shit, though?
They are the size of
evolutionarily
human
to
shits.
like
To
hate
hate
the smell of
turds.
it, right? Like that's the way our whole
Yeah.
shit's set up.
Oh, but we did evolve to love the smell of rat turds
Yes.
because of the nutrients they contain.
Lucy,
That's
quick
right.
question. Do you ever have to pick up Winston's poops?
No, that's none of my business. I inherited that dog. He's not my son.
Big fuck you to Winston.
His turds are not my business. And there are so many. He does turds the size of a human shit.
Oh,
And I don't
But
understand.
he's
He
so
gets
small.
He's so small. He gets a normal dog amount of food and then he does human-sized turds in the backyard.
I don't
makes
think you
me
should do that.
sick.
Yeah.
Can you
You should
imagine?
kill him with a sword.
Don't kill Winston.
Dude, I'd love to slice him in half with a sword.
Oh, count as rings?
The Boonta Vista Society for the Protection and Care of Winston is real, and I believe he should be cherished. Can you imagine, like, as they're getting to the end of those months, when they've got the people who sort of flat out denied because of what, like, privacy concerns or whatever. They said, like,
Guess.
no, I don't want to submit to any of your tests. Where you've been in that office, you've been embedded at this this real Dunder Mifflin or whatever, and you're like,
We're all picturing Dunder Mifflin.
yeah, it's Dunder Mifflin at this point. And they're like hanging out, being like, hey, let's get some after work drinks. We've never really chatted before. You know what? It's my shout. You know, I'm here on government money. I got a little bit of cash. Let's go down to Fucky's Bar and Grill.
Uh-huh.
And they've got
butt fuckers.
butt fuckers. To Ruth's butt fuckers. They've got $5 shot and a beer between the hours of 3 and 12 because that's what happy hour is. And then after like 20 drinks, you're like, hey, come on. We're friends now. We've told each other all these stories. We're so close. Give me your turds.
Just
Give me your
in shot.
fucking turds.
any chance you can palm
Can't
me a
crack him.
turd.
Yeah.
Just give me one turd. I don't want all
Just
of them.
ordering a bunch of mozzarella sticks and being like, you look like you need to go to the toilet there.
Yeah. I
Sorry,
think
I
the third
just-
one.
I know that we said we weren't going to look at the chat, but
Oh,
we
no,
got
don't.
we got a few things we got to address here. Number one, somebody asked for a Winston reveal, and I would say follow the new Boonta Vista TikTok account, right,
Yeah.
Lucy?
You get to see a ghastly beast.
Well, although we got a super exclusive video the other day of Winston trying to walk under a clothes drying rack and getting caught on it and confused, so that was pretty cool.
That made me cry.
And
He's not smart.
There's
Okay,
not
well,
there's not a
He's not a
kind
smart
God.
man.
Hey Theo, imagine Winston getting hit with the thing from the Cell where they slice the horse into all the pieces, or is it a cow? It's a cow.
It's a horse.
A horse.
It's definitely a horse.
It's a horse.
Anyway, Dog Hug says, from my experience in having IBS, they give you a little jar with a spoon built onto the lid, and they tell you to put cling wrap over your toilet bowl and shit onto that.
Is that
Damn, that's
literally how
dope.
you get
That's
it?
dope.
Oh, that sounds yucky.
That's so nasty. Can't you just make the toilet catch it?
I think also, just while we are actually
Strainer in
Don't
there.
look at the chat.
No, I was just going to say there's been a lot of apparent confusion about who is who, and maybe just while we're here for a second, Ben is wearing the hat.
Yeah.
If you are confused, Ben is wearing the hat.
Write that down on your palm. Ben hat.
Write it
Ben
down.
hat.
Andrew dripped out.
Well, because like I had to change the temperature on my smoker outside quickly on my phone.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing.
And somebody in the chat said, live Theo distraction. So if you think I'm Theo, I'm not Theo.
No. I was getting a message from my wife. On the
Oh,
phone.
okay. So you were distracted. Okay.
Yeah, guilty.
Did you just say you're using your smoker app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has there's a little Wi-Fi antenna on his smoker.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's connected to my house's Wi-Fi. They can change the
It's fucked
temperature.
up
a
what
lot.
you just said.
They're making some pulled pork for Ben. Don't you want Ben to be well fed?
Yeah.
I too want him
Don't
to.
you want that for me?
Yeah.
Making
I want him to be porked.
Thank
And-
you.
and
I'm
Lucy-
getting porked at Andrew's house.
Lucy,
after years of
Yes.
promising that I would.
Yeah, I've been soaking my beans overnight. Doing
Yeah,
some-
soaking your beans ready to pork.
It makes it so much better if you've been soaking your beans for a couple hours and then you pork.
and then you do it. Ooh,
You gotta soak your beans.
making some refried
I'm learning
beans,
so much.
bro. Anyway, we got distracted. Let's get back to talking about big pieces of shit.
Yeah, that's right. We're back to Australian politics.
Whoa!
Am I the Boonta Vista comedian
Yes,
of the
You're
week?
yes,
Boonta Vista
yes.
Comedian of the week.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The silence makes it better.
Did you work hard on this one?
He can't have
This was
made
Theo.
this.
So he's been laughing about it all day.
It just goes on like this.
There is absolutely no way you played that entire thing on a sequenced fart sound, right?
How did you get them in like different notes for the
Okay,
farts?
so I got this keyboard, right? All you do is you put a fart on one of the keys,
Yeah.
and then it comes with Ableton. I'm still learning it. I don't know if
Yeah.
you guys realize
And then
that.
it
but
sequences the fart?
absolutely, it samples it, and then I have to hit. I got to hit. I got to
Be
learn
sequencing
the
farts
keys.
together.
Wait, you didn't even do it as like MIDI?
MIDI?
Like you just drew it? You didn't draw it in the automation window? You actually
No,
played it
I
live on the
played it.
keys? You had to learn that?
That's dedication. That's dedication.
Holy Christ.
No, honey, I can't help with the kids. Daddy's busy.
Ben, you are the Boonta Vista comedian of the week.
Congrats.
It's never felt so good.
Right? It's never felt so pure.
Back to that guy with COVID turds.
Johnson said the trail went cold after 2/3 of the employees agreed to a test. Blah, 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 blah. The strain vanished. We don't know why. Either they left the job or got better or are in remission. We don't know. Can you be in remission from COVID?
From 2-year COVID, yeah.
Guess so. But we're still monitoring it. I will never stop touching and testing shit.
Still from the article.
And we've actually now started collecting stool samples from the company.
So they
Hassled them for long enough, just hung out in the parking lot, like
Yeah.
as people are going into the office. Oh,
Are you
wait,
gonna
wait, wait,
free-
wait, wait, wait,
gonna
wait.
free shits.
a lot of come on from the company is very funny because it makes it sound like it's gone. You're not going directly to the employees.
No.
The employees have given it to the company. The company's giving them to you in an esky of turds.
I need you to change your HR policy.
Yeah.
You know?
It's their toilet. You never know where those things are going.
Yep.
Technically, yeah, if the company owns the toilets you're shitting in, you have no
And
control over the shit.
You have no control. Once they're
Yeah.
in the bowl, they are no longer your turds.
Yeah, which is also true of like any business you've ever been in.
Your
McDonald's
boss-
has your turds.
Your boss
They
there in
do.
the cubicle saying, check your
They've got
contract,
so many of my
bitch.
turds.
That's right. If you're not paying, you're the product.
Yes.
You know?
If the toilet's free, they're doing data collection on your turds.
This spring, sounds like a movie trailer. This spring, Johnson found another cryptic in Columbus's sewer shed. He said the same sequence appeared in Washington Courthouse and has a lineage that predates the Delta variant, the strain most prevalent in the summer of 2021. Dude, a lot of people are just kind of living with the COVID thing now. I don't know how much you need to be
I don't really care about this guy's turds anymore.
fiendishly tracking shits across the country like Tommy Lee Jones and The Fugitive.
It's not infecting anyone else. I don't care.
I don't care.
Can't
Get in
keep
the
getting
jar.
away with this.
Johnson believes that this indicates that someone has been carrying and shedding the COVID virus for more than 2 years. I think that's a typo. Someone's been shitting the COVID
Yeah,
virus.
that's right.
for more
They
than
meant
two
to
years.
say
And
shitting.
farting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He went as far as to predict that this person lives in Columbus and commutes to Washington Courthouse for work.
Oh my god, this like narrows it down to not like probably 100 or so people. Like how many like full-time courthouse employees could there possibly be there?
Yeah, but if you're going into work and shitting every day, you can't be that unwell. Maybe it's fine
Some
to have
people
COVID
know.
for
Some
2
people
years.
love it.
Having COVID or shitting?
Love shitting in the office.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was talking to my brother on the phone the other day. We're talking about like working from home. So we've moved into a new house that is bigger than our old house. And I was saying that like we were talking about I guess capitalism. And I was saying, yeah, working at home all the time. I spend a lot less time in the toilet, I'll tell you that.
That's true, huh?
It's
A lot
so
less
true.
of that 30 minutes of just sitting in there and going, oh, how many hours until I get on the fucking
Top
tram?
tip: take your switch in
Don't
Yep.
take
to the toilet.
anything with a
No, take your switch in.
Take it in.
Get yourself, like, just get a box of antibacterial wipes on your desk and then come back to your
don't
desk.
need to-
Okay, all right. Let's
Make a
break
big
this down.
show
You
of
don't-
wiping
you
down
don't
the switch.
Need to,
You don't
because
need to wash your hands.
you shit. You play the switch until you've shitted. Then you pack the switch up away, put it in your backpack that you took to the toilet with you because you're prepared. You're smart, right? And then you wipe. Now you've made first contact.
You're just picking up your backpack from the desk. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
Just in the
Travis.
bathroom.
Travis in the live chat says that Kindles fit in your hip pocket. Pro
They
tip.
can.
Okay, the concern is not your hands. It's
I mean, I've got a
aerosolized
tiny little
shit
bot pod,
particles.
so
But they're
but
going
you're
on
in there
you.
anyway, bro.
Are you
Come
washing
on.
your whole body? You're already in there.
I
Your
wash my-
face
like-
is in there.
I wash my whole body every day. Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
not like
you
blasting
hold
the
on a sec.
chamber though. Like it's not like a.
Ben goes into the toilet at the bar. I assume you shit during the day, like any of us.
No, I only shit at home.
Really?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
That's
Really?
fucked up.
That
Yeah.
is fucked up. That's
You can-
actually the
people live
most
like
fucked
that.
up thing.
Mister,
You have a
I
choice.
get to choose
you
where
I
to
get
shit.
to choose where I go to the pub. I want to use that toilet.
Fucking get him.
I can't believe
Yeah.
this is what I'm getting
Some of
attacked
us are
for.
living with like 30-second warning.
Yeah, Theo.
You
I'm
get-
always
you
getting
get to
grief
the
from my wife
toilet.
about this.
It's now or fucking never.
I think I genuinely think something's happened from being at home all the time where like my body is like, oh, I can get to a toilet whenever. So I'll just flag it with you, you know? And like now I can't be commuting. I can never go back to that.
Yeah. What if you need to shit?
Yeah, I'll just be blasting it out on the fucking
Could be
highway.
anytime.
No, thank you.
Jesus.
Why are you looking up the Washington Courthouse in Ohio?
Well, no,
You
because
trying to see how many people work there?
I saw that someone in the chat had been like, Washington Courthouse is actually the name of a town in Ohio.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Which is true. But
No.
also,
What?
how the fuck are we supposed to know that there is a town in Ohio called Washington Courthouse?
Not a name for a town.
That's not the name of a town. If
No.
anything, America is wrong. We are correct.
That's
We're talking
the-
about a fucking courthouse.
I'm
That's a
just going to say
fucked
it.
up
That's the
thing.
name of a courthouse. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
They
Jesus
need a
Christ.
do-over.
What the fuck is
Fucked up.
wrong with that place?
So a whole town, that's barely narrowing anything down.
Yeah, it's 14,000 people.
That's you're not getting anywhere with this shit, bro.
But
honestly.
it's someone that lives in Columbus and commutes to the town of Washington Courthouse.
You gotta know if that's your husband or something. You know who it is.
Yeah, if
and
you-
you are hiding a fugitive.
If you work in Washington Courthouse and you know someone who's driving there from Columbus, check their turds.
Yeah.
Can I have your turds, bro? I have to take them to a scientist I read about.
He's
Hey,
passionate.
just do me a solid. Do me a solid and just
Yeah, a solid one would be preferable, yeah.
Don't flush. Don't flush. No, there's a problem with the toilets. There's
I've got a
Yeah.
scientist on this podcast I listen to. So
yeah.
grab one of your turds.
I heard about a scientist from a podcast I listened to reading a news article that mentioned him.
Quote, I just know that they regularly shed into both sewer sheds, often on the same day, Johnson said. So they're regular. I also want to...
They're doing twofers.
I'm really wondering at this point if the people at the shit testing factory get like any kind of media training to say, oh, just swap in the word shed.
Yeah. Instead of
'cause
shed.
If it was me, I would be
this
saying,
is
I got to get a
100%
hold
one
of this
their
guy's
gross things.
fucking nasty shits.
Yeah.
I got to get a hold of his dookies.
Yeah.
Johnson stressed that this is not a threat to public health. It's just a passion of his.
Yeah, it's really weird to be like, it's
a personal
it's perfectly
project.
fine. There's nothing wrong with him or... No, it's definitely a guy.
It's
I'm
fine.
just
There's
curious.
nothing to learn.
Yeah, you're not hurting anyone else. You're not hurting yourself. I just really fucking want to talk to you.
Knowledge is its own reward.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think
Like
that
the,
it's...
there's like the Zodiac guy getting like slowly driven mad by his obsession. I'll find him.
Yeah, he's
Crack
got
the
that
code.
board with the thread and everything. He's gone nuts in there.
Absolutely.
I think that Moby Dick would be a really
All the
different
threads
book if it was
around.
about one guy trying to find another guy's pieces of shit.
Yeah, for one, there
Yeah,
probably
I
would be all
think
that
any
stuff
book
on the
it's
boat.
Any book would benefit from that plot line.
I need a crew to drive to Ohio. Oh, it's not a threat to public health. He explained that the virus is inactive once it passes through the gastrointestinal tract. If you, I'm pointing at the camera now, if you frequently commute between Columbus and Washington Courthouse, a fucking town,
Ridiculous.
idiots. You can email Johnson at Mark, M-A-R-C, Johnson at Missouri.edu. Now, I want to stress to our listeners, do not all email Mark Johnson at
Don't.
Missouri.edu
Leave this guy alone.
It's not
with
a
a picture
prank.
of your turd from the toilet.
It's not something you do for fun. It's not like when I posted that photo of the real estate agent whose name was Jesse Sharing, and so it looked like Jesse's herring, like marine biologist of the show, Jesse. And then someone texted him saying, you should check out Boonta Vista. But he's a real estate agent, so he's not a real person.
No, that's
That's
true.
fine.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
So
true.
kind of
That's true.
potato there.
Get him. A spokesperson for the Ohio Department of Health said that health officials are not fully convinced that the cryptic strain is linked to only one person, and they are not investigating it because it poses no threat to public health.
This is Moby Dick. It's one man's obsession. Everyone's like,
Everyone else is like, stop.
Give it-
Who cares?
You are being performance managed right now.
we can
seen
leave that whale alone. There are a million other whales out there.
We have so much other work to do.
There's so many other fucking whales, and the other whales are an actual problem. Leave that whale alone.
You haven't answered anybody else's email in 2 years. You know? God damn. That's wild stuff.
I hate to pull back the curtain, but I will. I was
I've
really
pulled
worried.
back. It's open. They're open, those curtains.
I was very
Might as well wash
concerned
it while it's
that
back there.
I hadn't put together enough content for this episode.
Oh, it was fine.
We've done one
like-
story,
yeah,
so it's
we've
all
done, like,
good.
one
Oh,
story,
two. We
Yeah.
did two.
We're doing so great. This is tremendous.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're so good at podcasting.
Oh, I'm onto my second beer, baby.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if we need a beer delivery.
Christ alive. We've had 2 beers and a bourbon at this point.
Yeah. Are you done with beer for the rest of your life? Is that what you're saying? Oh, from Columbus, Ohio, all the way around the globe and back again to Columbus, Ohio.
Oh,
It's time.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah, well, I thought you absolutely had done that on purpose.
No.
It's time for the clipping report.
So good.
From WBNS News, the Woobemans in Columbus, Ohio. The Wobeans.
There were beans.
What if the W was silent? The beans. Witness describes moments man accidentally shot himself at Columbus movie theater. Hey guys, how many times have you been in a movie theater and someone in there shot themselves?
Like I don't think I've ever had a gun be discharged inside a movie theater I was in. Unlike bloody Abraham Lincoln, I should have just said theater. He wasn't in a movie theater, he was watching a play.
He could have been watching a movie.
And I don't know if he really heard it because he was sort of... Did he die instantly?
No.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
they
they'd
spent a
love to
good
die
time. Good,
instantly.
yeah, they spent a good lot of time trying to like scoop the ball out and stuff. And
They had those really terrible slow bullets back then.
yeah,
It just looked like a lead sinker. It travelled at about 10 kilometres an hour.
but they also had softer heads, so it kind of ended up.
That's true.
They hadn't discovered calcium yet.
Yeah,
They
there
were
was,
still working on that.
No
Brittle
fluoride in
bones.
their water.
Yeah.
Fluoride makes your skull stronger, as far as I understand it.
We're
Yeah,
being paid
that's
by the
right.
government to tell you this.
Stronger
local-
teeth, less racist.
A local college student who asked not to be identified said he and a group of his friends were excited to see Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse at Phoenix Theaters at Lennox Town Center 24 Saturday night. As they were walking into the theater, he said they were stopped in their tracks.
Yeah, by a bloody guy asking them if they'd brought outside snacks into the cinema. Am I right?
Oh, am I right? Am I right?
I don't think that's happened to me
Yeah,
since I was like,
genuine question. When was the last time anybody got hassled?
I think I was 13.
I assume it happens to teenagers because
Everyone
imagine,
thinks-
imagine if you went to the movies and a teenager tried to ask you what was in your bag.
Yeah. You'd just be like, hey, Brandon?
Your mum.
Step the fuck off before I
Yeah.
give you a swift Canadian destroyer into this
Yeah.
patented carpet in the movie theater.
I
Hey,
have
Brandon, you look mid to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
Yeah. Your fit is low-key mid. So maybe step the fuck off.
Yeah.
Look behind you, Ben. There's 2 new beers there.
Oh my God.
On the floor.
Child just deliver us beers?
No, it was my wife.
Oh.
We have a
Should have
very
got the kids
firm.
to do it.
We have a very firm, responsible policy in this house that my children cannot go and get my beer for me.
That's a good
Or-
policy.
Yeah, me and Ella were on the
Work a
couch
gender
the other
in here.
night,
Yeah.
and she was
Woke
like,
parents.
"Oh, I need another glass of wine." And our daughter was standing up, and we were both like, "No,
No, you can't.
Oh,
It's such a bad, like,
no."
mummy
It's
needs
not a
wine?
good look.
You can't do it. There's no way.
Mummy's
So-
happy juice.
Mummy's happy." Please don't ever say that to me.
Mummy's feeling a little sad. You know what would make her really happy? Is another glass of Tempranillo, but not like a standard 150ml pour.
No, that's ridiculous. Get a large glass.
Theo
It
just
is. The
blasting
glass
back
is
into his
large.
chair.
The glass
You
is
have
large.
the largest wine glass I've ever seen in my life.
Letting it breathe, Ben. So
So
important.
important. So important.
It's not the biggest wine glass I've ever seen. Can you get a whole bottle of wine into it, Lucy?
One of those comical ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
should
like
get
a
one of
joke
those.
one that you'd get like a
Stepmama
woman on her
needs wine.
40th. Yeah.
Yeah.
A local college student, blah, 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 stopped in his tracks. Quote, "We just hear this pop, and it's like, the best way to explain it is like someone exploding a chip bag, and everyone
Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, my
A
understanding
gun
is those
going
are,
off?
they don't give you like ear protection if you're like gonna pop a bag of chips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
They should.
Apparently.
Everyone was really confused what was going on, the witness said. The witness said he then saw a man stand up and leave the theater along with 2 children who were by his side.
Can you imagine the unbelievable combination of shame and self-control it must take to accidentally shoot yourself and then instead of screaming...
Hey, kids, we gotta go. Hey, kids.
Instead of being like,
I know.
I've been shot, you just go, get up, get the fuck right up.
Look, in fairness...
Get in the Plymouth.
Get in my Oldsmobile 442 and let's
Just
drive
real
the fuck
British
out of here.
levels of not wanting to disturb anybody.
Can't make a scene.
Kids, get in the PT Cruiser. Get in the PT Cruiser. Come on.
Literally,
get in
like-
the PT Cruiser.
Bleeding out because you shot yourself in the thigh and you've not made a single noise.
No, I'm fine.
You've not alerted anyone around you that you need medical attention. You've just stood up and walked out with your 2 kids.
I have a lot of interesting conversations with my parents now because I am now at the age that they were once upon a time with kids of a similar age, you know. And so I get this kind of window into all these aspects of parenting that obviously you don't when you are a child. You know?
Yeah. First of all, you
And-
got kids.
Yeah, and well, you know, when you're kids, you just see your parents as adults, and they're different to you and everything. And now we've got this whole
Now
extra
you've got to be
sphere of stuff.
adulting, you know?
I am adulting, and I'm doing it like a
and you're
fucking
just like
boss.
unsupervised.
God damn it,
Do you like that?
I do. And remember my mum telling me the story about when we were kids. She like came out of the house one day, and me and my brother, who's 2 years older than me, he was like sort of 4 or 5. Had climbed up my dad's 4-wheel drive and gone like up the hood of the car and over the cabin and then up onto the carport that was there and then up onto the roof of the house. So she's come out of the house and like her 4 and 2-year-olds are just up on the roof, you know? Mm-hmm. Great vibes. And she's like, so you got to act calm. You got to be like, ha 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 ha. Come on down. You know,
Hey, buddy.
Oh,
you
you
don't start screaming.
crazy
You
kids.
want to scooch on down?
You don't start doing the fear stuff. And she's got us to hop back down. I'm up there in my nappy, you know, and she's got us to come back down, and we've got all the way back down until like I'm on the hood of this Ford F100, I want to say, and which had like a big a bull bar on it, or like a roo bar or whatever. It's like welded and stuck onto there, and I sat down on the front of this thing, and my legs are between the front of the car and the bull bar, which it turns out has some jagged metal on the back of it, right? And it's like shredded up the front of my shin and made this big long gash. And my mum's talked to me in adulthood about being in a situation where your child does that to themselves and you can see all of their bone and you have to go, hey, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just put a little cloth on that. Hop in the car.
You're fine. Get up.
You know, hey,
Walk it off.
hey,
I'm
hey,
so
it's
glad
fine.
you have like a deep well of horrifying leg stories.
You have so many injury stories.
I'm amazed we're getting
got, like,
you
2.
Andrews
Yeah.
on the podcast, let
This
alone
is separate to
another
the
one
story.
involving, like,
Dude,
Yeah.
I
This is
cut,
not the hole in the leg story at all.
I cut the side of my finger off like last week. Look how good that healed up. Look at that.
I don't know what it looked like before.
I
so
sent you the picture and you
Oh!
said you got to the center of the gobstopper.
well, one of us certainly
I
did.
scrolled right past. I didn't want to look at that.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty fucked up.
I think we've all posted horrifying injuries in our chat before.
But yes, there are absolutely times as an adult that you have to go, hey guys, we're just going to hop in the PT Cruiser.
Yeah.
Just going to go down to the hospital. Everything's fine.
You know
Everything's fine.
I just
Adventure.
remembered I hate Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Or
Oh.
whoever the fuck the Spider-Man guys are.
I did not like what they did with the Lego movie. We need to get in the PT Cruiser and go.
Honestly, they're really good. Lego movie's great.
Yeah. Yeah, but like...
Last Spider-Man movie, great.
In the
Cloudy with a
situation.
Chance of
Seen it.
Meatballs.
Haven't seen it.
So good.
Haven't seen it.
standing up
You
with the
guys
kids and going, too many Spider-Man.
You're
and
both
leaving.
looking after young children. Play them
Yeah, we-
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
It's
we
so
tried
good.
the Lego movie like twice now. I think it's a bit
Fuck the Lego movie.
Oh, too
Cloudy-
cerebral.
Cloudy
Yeah.
with
It's
a
like
chance of
7, 8
meatballs all the
kind
way.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Fuck Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
I think
is good.
Finn likes
So
the one
good.
with cars because it's got cars in it.
Okay.
Yeah, kids
Uh,
fucking love cars.
I think
Cars.
Lucy has seen the Pixar movie Cars before.
Based on Pat's tweets, I feel like you might have seen it once or twice.
Seen it?
Cars
It's
2.
a complete. Cars 2 is a completely baffling movie.
That's the one that
Larry the Cable Guy.
that's played the most in your household, though, right? Is that the one that Pat's always tweeting about? Cars 2?
Maybe it's the one that Michael Caine tweeted. Car 2, entertaining and fun.
Yeah, but also you don't look at Pat's tweets because you're not a simp. So
That's right.
yeah.
That's very fair. The witness said he then saw a man stand up and leave the theatre, along with 2 children who were by his side. The witness said his seat was 1 row behind where that man was sitting, so he and his friends started to head that way. Quote, as we were walking up towards the seat, we saw smoke, and it smelled like something was burning. We looked around a bit, and someone finally put their flashlight on, and we saw, like, a trail of blood, the witness said.
Incredible.
When police arrived on scene Saturday night, they found a man suffering from a certified Boonta Vista uffa duffa moment
Yeah.
Uffa duffa.
in his leg.
Yeah.
Officers said that the man had accidentally shot himself. Quote, I'm still even now a little bit shaken, just like thinking about like what could have happened, the witness said, making it about
Totally.
themselves.
Don't do a fucking silly voice for this. This man was in a cinema where a gun went off.
He's saying, what if I had have been the one who got shot, even though I
Yeah.
didn't?
He
Oh,
might
I
have
was
been.
really scared. It was so scary.
You live in America. You're maybe probably going to get shot all the time. Calm the fuck down.
I feel like this man has a pretty legitimate fear that a gun was fired in a small area.
You
like
never heard a gun go off in a theater? Fucking grow up.
there are 360 degrees that bullet could have gone in. That means you have a 1 in 360 chance of being hit.
That's true. When police arrived on scene Saturday night, they found a man suffering with a gunshot wound in his leg, like I just said.
What's
Yeah.
the crime? What's the crime?
Yeah, a little theater pop. The man was taken to the hospital and his
Little pop off
condition
in the
was
theatre.
described as stable.
Yeah, the man was muy stable.
Muy stable.
Once the hospital staff got to him.
Police said no other injuries were reported other than pride.
Yeah, and also the gaping
Yeah.
wound in
Yeah,
his
that.
thigh.
2 injuries.
Yeah, mostly
Other
the
injuries.
wounds. But you'd be pretty
You're
embarrassed.
going to hear two
I think,
hits.
like-
One to your thigh, one to your pride.
I don't think you get to lecture your kids about like trigger discipline anymore after this.
I don't think you get to
Yeah.
lecture them about anything because you
Why'd you
shot
bring your
yourself.
gun to the
Hey,
movies?
It's
Hey,
Spider-Man.
remember when you shot yourself in the dick in
Yeah.
Spider-Man?
Hey,
Remember
pick
to
up
see-
these clothes. Hey, remember when you fucking shot yourself during Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? You big fucking idiot.
Yeah.
There's no coming back from that.
And
Yeah.
we went back and it wasn't available on IMAX anymore. It's on the
God
little
damn.
screen.
Yeah, you got to sit
you
through the
down.
first 20 minutes again. Fucking annoying.
I've been calling it Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse the whole time, but it is.
Is that not what it's called?
It's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
like the bloody Beatles.
Like the Beatles.
Like the bloody Beatles.
Yeah, so you can imagine Jim, what's his name, from the movie Across the
Across the
Universe.
universe.
Jim Lennon from Across the Universe.
What's his name? He's very hot.
Jim Sturgis.
Yeah.
Jim
He
Sturgis.
is, yeah.
That movie is very
Bad
bad,
movie.
but at the same time, very
Is-
bad.
Lucy, is he the little fella from Paddington?
Who's the little fella from
No, that's
Paddington?
Paddington.
No, I know who
That's
Paddington
Paddington.
is.
He's a bear.
It's a little bear
You're
I'm
thinking
thinking
of the
of-
guy that's
from
the
South
nurse.
America.
He should sound He should fucking sound South American.
If
Hello.
a
Ben-
senior
Ben
Ben
person,
Wishaw. Ben Wishaw.
Wishaw,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
He's also
okay.
a little guy.
if an elderly person said to you, "Who's the little fella from Paddington?"
I'd say
You'd
Paddington.
be like, "Oh my god, it is time for you to go into a home." It's Paddington.
Oh.
Are you talking about a child or a small man?
No, he's
Ben
small-
No,
Wishaw
I think Paddington's
Oh.
an
He's a
adult.
small man.
Okay.
He's kind of got like a wry thing going on his face.
Paddington is a bear.
Who's that? Who's that now? The little fella from Paddington. Oh, Paddington.
Come on, Grandma. Come on. Time to go.
Let's get you to bed.
What the fuck? is-
Marmalade.
Which one of them was in Perfume, Story of a Murderer.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Probably neither.
Moral
of
of this story is that Jim Sturgis is very hot. I think we
That's
can all
basically it.
agree.
Yeah,
And it was not a good movie.
Imagine if he was singing Across the Spider-Verse.
Imagine.
Oh, Perfume, Story of a Murderer does star Ben Whishaw, little guy from Paddington.
There you go.
Is he in Paddington?
You haven't. Yeah.
No, there's Jim
he was
Sturgis.
Paddington.
Fuck.
You know what's crazy?
He's in the Mary Poppins movie.
If you're
to be
watching
fair.
this live and
Okay.
you're like, wow, it's amazing. They must edit so much out of these episodes. No, the
We
normal
don't-
episodes aren't like this. Most of the time, the recorded ones, I'm just taking out long silences or crosstalk.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, they're all good.
I think this might just be a silly Sunday. Is that what day of the week this
We've
is?
got the
Yeah.
Sunday
Sillies.
sillies.
We've got the Sunday sillies.
Yeah.
King's birthday tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Could have
Speaking
3
of
beers
sillies,
tonight.
speaking of sillies, quote, you just don't want these things to happen, especially to my close friends. Like if one of them got injured, I honestly would have blamed myself because I picked the movie theater. The witness said.
That's, I mean, you can't.
Yeah.
If a
Do you know
friend
what
of
it
yours-
is?
Yourself.
Yeah, if a friend of yours got shot at the movie theater because a guy with 2 kids there accidentally fired a gun, you can't be like, fuck, I was the
that
one
guy's fault.
that
Yeah,
told
it's him. It's
Brand-
him.
It's straight up that guy's fault.
I invited Brant and Clegg to go see Across the Spider-Verse with Jim Sturgis.
I may as well have pulled the trigger.
I may as well have shot Brant and Clegg
Yep.
in their legs.
Even
First
though
of
none
all,
of you got
check
shot.
out movies for adults.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, the
Wow.
last spot, I haven't seen
People are
this
going to
one.
get mad at you for saying
The
that.
last one was fucking amazing.
Is it really?
It's a truly
cool. It's very cool.
transcendently good animation style. It's
And
very
Lucy,
fucking awesome.
Lucy, you love being really fucking high on weed, right?
No.
Oh, then this is not for you.
Oh, walk it back. A sign on the door of the theater states that firearms and deadly weapons are not allowed on the property. Bro, you got any deadly weapons on
Yeah.
you?
It's such a
Are you carrying a halberd in your
Sheathing my
bag?
Uchigatana.
It's such a fucking easy shot at Americans to make fun of something like this. But it's a live episode, so may as well. That's fucking stupid. That's so fucking
Dumb as
stupid
fuck.
that they're like, hey guys, just letting you know, it's our personal policy. I don't know why they have that specific Australian accent in this example that I'm giving.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, just letting you know.
Sorry.
Here at this specific cinema, we don't actually allow deadly weapons or firearms. So, like, maybe don't bring any in, or if you have got some, go put them in your Hyundai
Pistols,
i30.
shotguns,
Guys,
that
no
kind of glove
outside.
from Fallout that shoots a guy when you punch him.
No outside
No
food
fist guns.
No
or light
outside
machine
guns.
guns.
You have
You
to
got to buy
your,
those here.
Yeah, you got to buy your Maltesers here, and you can't bring in an AR-15. If that's
Bullshit.
okay,
I wouldn't go to that theater.
It's
You
just,
can bring it into gold class.
it just feels like. Oh yeah,
Gold cars, they give you a gun.
yeah, whatever
Yeah.
guns you want.
Quote. Oh, it's not a quote, it's just the article. A witness said he appreciated how staff in the theater in Clinton Township responded to the incident. They all went, oh.
Yeah. Ah,
Oh, he said they were provided with refunds. Nice. Additional
Nice.
free movie tickets. Nice. And they helped in calming witnesses down.
motherfucker!
Good scam.
Hey.
Hey, I actually shot myself in that movie. I got a free ticket.
A little free ticket? Hey, I got a little
I got
bit
a
of,
little free
I got a little blood on my shoe. Can I get a little free ticket, please?
Can I get a free ticket because I got a little blood on my shoe? This
Quite-
is just insane. It's an insane mix of 3 things to have in the list.
Uh-huh.
Refunds, free movie tickets, calming people down because they just witnessed a shooting.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
it's not a real country. If you live in America, you live in, like, the most fragile aggregate of people. It's not a country. It's just like you are shades away from falling into barbarism. You're so close. You just need, like, 2 big things to pop off, and then you're an American Mad Max.
That's why they're armed.
Oh, thank fuck.
You gotta be. You gotta
don't
bring
wanna
your
be
gun to the cinema in case someone else brings a gun to the
In
cinema.
case Mad
Yeah.
Max happens.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a cinema and Mad Max happens and you
No,
leave
thank
a
you.
gun at home.
You come outside and everyone else is a wasteland warrior, and you're like,
And you got no chains? You're fucked.
Yeah.
yeah.
If
The
I
brick-
come out of the theater and I'm looking around, I'm like, am I the blood boy? Am I the blood boy right now?
Yeah.
I am so the blood boy.
You don't want to be caught being the blood.
I'm a
boy.
universal donor.
It's embarrassing.
Fuck.
Whereas
This-
me, I got very little blood in me. I'm just a little guy. Don't bleed me.
if you want a really depressing pin in the end of this story, this particular one, quote, honestly, I wouldn't go back unless the same staff were working, because they definitely made me feel safe after everything, the witness said.
What are you
Oh,
talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
I'm
Just
not-
writing a
I'm not-
Google review.
I'm not
Brandon,
going to this theater.
amazing.
I will not go back to this theater unless I get aftercare from the same fucking
the
staff from my
fuck?
shooting that I witnessed.
I was initially very annoyed at Brandon because I had brought in outside Maltesers and he told me I couldn't bring them in. But then afterwards, when I witnessed a shooting at the cinema, he made me feel protected. So now I'm only going back in if Brandon is there. This is not a real country.
No,
It's
it's
fucking
not.
ridiculous.
But here's a little more from the same country. This is from the News Enterprise in Kentucky. Quote, gun discharges from inside safe. Strikes one.
They should call it
Come
an
on!
unsafe.
What's your fucking safe made out
All right,
of?
let's
Paper?
hear
Is it
the,
an
uh,
origami
No,
safe?
no. We do not need to do that again.
Can I just address one comment in the chat there? From,
Uh-huh.
That you have the cuck chair? Is it about the cuck chair?
That is not the cuck chair.
None of us are meant
It
to be
is.
looking at the chat right now, by the way.
All the shit's come off the arms.
In your
So I
cuck
got
chair.
a new chair.
Oh, the
That's
cuck
what I
chair's
have.
over there because the pleather is failing on your cuck chair.
I think Theo's trying to say it's not a cock chair.
It's not a cuck chair.
And then why is it in the cuck position?
Bull chair.
Oh, I'm sorry that you have the cuck configuration in your room and you don't want anyone to comment on it?
Theo, what kind of beer are you drinking there, brother?
I got a Burley Mid-Tide.
Okay.
That
Never
sounds
heard of it.
weird.
It's not bad.
Burley Brewing.
Lucy is once again accusing something of being mid.
Yeah.
It's something I'm
this is
trying out.
literally mid.
I think it suits you. I think it's really good.
Thank you.
No cap. For real.
Yeah.
On God. That's that on that.
While two women were moving a safe, there's your problem. There's your problem.
Don't say it like that.
I didn't write the article, bro.
But your emphasis was okay.
While two women were moving a safe, a gun discharged from within it. That's what happens when two women move me, brother.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Cummies. Hitting one of the women. Happens to the best of us. Radcliffe Police Detective Kenny Mattingly said the discharge Friday night at a residence in the Christopher Square at 1451. Look, we've talked about this before. Americans, can you please, for the love of God, sort out your fucking street addresses?
So I think Americans are like, well, it's got you can work out what block you're on or whatever.
No,
I don't need that. I've got fucking
fuck
Google
this.
Maps.
Fuck
The
this.
thing I didn't realize is that like ours starts at 1
Yeah.
Ben,
and
I
it
mean,
goes up in a
Theo,
linear fashion.
not helping anyone with the confusion here. Theo, can I give you
Alright.
this whole address here?
Yeah, go for it.
A residence in the Christopher Square at 1451 West Lincoln Trail Boulevard in Radcliffe. Just say 12 Smith Street. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know something that's really good is that if you just say anything in like an exaggerated American accent, it automatically sounds stupid no matter how smart it is because
Yeah.
of the reputation Americans have globally.
Which is not good.
I'm at 1451. No, you're not. And you sound dumb as fuck. Why are you talking like that?
Was this intentional, Ben?
Was
The
what
whole
intentional?
episode being set up as a
What, shitting on Americans? Or
Roast of the USA.
I don't know if
terrible
you've-
names and their theaters and their guns and their
I don't know if you
safes.
guys have ever noticed, but nearly all of our news is from America because,
the silliest things happen over there.
well, no, because they're
It's
the only
not a
people that
serious
still
place?
have regional news stations.
Oh.
Australia
Yeah.
has like 5 newspapers. We shut down all of our regional news ages ago, so we don't have fun regional news happening anymore.
That's
Thank
true.
goodness.
You'd have to listen to local radio.
Like
It's like
it's
Dicky
either
and
Ben's
Tits.
not ready to do that.
Oh, Lord no. We either have like 5 major state level newspapers, or we have like there'll be a 4-page magazine that's only print. Whereas America, there's like a million of these fuckers. And every day they will talk about whatever happens. So it gives us the opportunity to shit on America as much as we like.
Oh, yeah. Quote, the gun accidentally discharged within the safe, exiting the safe and striking her.
Wait, the bullet or the
Kenny
gun?
Mattingly.
The gun didn't exit the safe, I don't think. I think it was the bullet that came out of the gun, is my
How
understanding.
did that happen?
Is it just had a build up?
Yeah, I think it had just been like holding onto that bullet for so long and then just the slightest touch
and
from
it wasn't
two women.
allowed. It was in the safe.
Yeah. Lucy, you're making kind of a
Wasn't allowed
face
to
there.
go off.
More like unsafe.
Yes!
Yes!
Time to play the
Yes!
whole Comedian of the Week stinger
It's
again.
time for the Boonta Vista Comedian of the Week. Oh, he's actually doing it.
Ben already said that before, by the way. I was doing a bit.
Yeah, thanks, Lucy.
It's better when women do
He's
it.
doing it. That's right.
You pick up all the little details like a Radiohead song.
I can't really do the whole thing.
No, God, no. We're pressed for time.
And you guys are making jokes about coming. I just want to be clear on that one. I just want to be really.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
often.
the joke was that the gun.
It was like
They-
come.
They touch the, I don't know, maybe like, is the safe the condom in this scenario?
I don't
They
know.
touch the
I don't
safe
think
and the
it
gun
needs
goes,
to
Like
be.
the
I don't
gun
think
had been edged.
I think we can all
for
agree
a long time.
the gun doesn't have the safe doesn't have to be the condom.
Yeah.
doesn't have to
It could
be, but
the
it helps in
chastity
this
cage.
situation.
I would hate it if my dick was locked in a safe or
Oh
Yeah.
no, get it out
No
of
one
there.
can touch it.
Oh, this fucking podcast.
Radcliffe Police Lieutenant Jarrett Kirkpatrick
fuck off.
off
Starting quarterback Jarrett Kirkpatrick.
said that the gun, a 20 gauge shotgun, likely became loose in the gun safe. A modern Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
Really
Genius.
just
How's it
deducing
becoming
some
loose
Just
stuff.
it
in
for
a
print.
safe? Safes are stationary.
So it's got
aren't they?
surely I guess the situation here is it doesn't have a trigger guard on it, maybe?
But what are they doing?
what's
Just like
coming out of
shaking
a-
the safe like a magic 8-ball?
Is the safe made out of fucking alfoil and it's like a solid slug coming out of the 20 gauge? How
Bullets?
the fuck is
Yeah.
anything getting out of there?
Bullets are so fucking good at going through stuff.
It's a shotgun though.
It might have been
I thought a safe would be like bulletproof. Maybe.
I think it's just meant to be man proof.
Are you shooting
Yeah.
at a lot of safes, Lucy?
Not recently, no.
Quote, we recovered the weapon, we recovered the round, and we recovered the safe, Mattingly said.
So it must have been a slug.
Yeah.
Guess.
There you go, Ben.
Yeah.
The shotgun blast struck the woman in the left hip, Mattingly said. He classified the wound as non-life threatening. Is he a doctor?
Yeah.
Almost certainly not.
I don't want to hear that shit from you, Kenny Mattingly. Quote, she was alert, conscious, talking to us, he said. The woman was airlifted to University of Louisville Hospital from an empty lot on North Lorraine Street near McKendree University.
What do you reckon that conversation was like when she was talking to them? Hey, so we were moving this safe and now I have a giant hole in my hip? Pretty weird.
Whoopsie.
That happened.
Yeah. So that
guess.
just happened.
Yeah.
Also,
that-
ow.
Yeah.
Ow, ow, ow.
That too. All of those things.
Are you asking whether this is an existing segment?
No, I was going to ask if that was an episode of the podcast Boonta Vista.
Well, no.
I
'cause
was at the
think-
end of the story. She just got shot with a gun.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
Yeah, she got
hilarious...
plugged and they picked
story
her
I
up
put
in a
in there.
helicopter and she said, what the fuck just happened? And that was the end of the story.
I think
Like,
because we had 5 minutes of ass farting about
Oh.
and a
Giving
little bit
it
of
another 10.
effing and jeffing.
I
Maybe
never
get,
fart into an ass.
I
Bit
think
of
we just
sucking and fucking.
we do this one last one that I got here. Although you are eyeing up the one below it.
Oh no, sorry, I've scrolled too far.
Okay.
My finger is just powerful. You know?
I do think that the
fine.
one
You guys
after
choose.
it is funnier, but
Let's do that then.
it's
Fuck
no,
that shit.
no, no, no,
Ah,
no.
let's do it. Let's fucking
no,
do it.
it's funnier in a very obvious way. Like that other
I fucking love stuff that's funny in an obvious way.
other
bro.
podcasts would have picked it up. I don't think we should do it.
No, I'm going to do it now because I'm there. It's right there on the page. I'm looking at it. And
Oh,
more
you just want to
importantly-
play the theme. There it is.
more importantly. Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking at. Folks, to shoot someone else or maybe yourself is possibly some kind of crime. It's time for Crime Watch.
Please put down your weapon. You are in direct violation of Penal Code 113, Section 9. You now have 5 seconds to comply. 4, 3, 2, 1. I am now authorized to use physical force.
Brah, brah. It's really short.
Yeah, it seems way shorter
Cut a
than
bit
normal.
off that.
Yeah, trimmed it a little
Give a
bit.
little trim.
This is from WPRI, The Pre, in Rhode
Yeah, and
Island.
you can still get pregnant from
Nah,
WP.
nah.
Oh, actually, can I do a slight diversion for you guys? Would that be okay?
Sure.
So this afternoon, I had like an hour between arriving here in Canberra from driving all day between when we recorded to try and put together another segment to fill this out. And I was trying really hard to... Oh, no, I backspaced it. No, I can't do it. Oh,
Stupid
shit.
bitch. I have no idea what you're talking about. No one
God
knows what you're
damn
talking
it. I put together a selection of things from rejected number plates that I was going to do instead of the Gahan, but I didn't quite get enough.
Damn.
about. Oh, if you want to do that. Your fingernails are so long.
Yeah, they're really long.
What?
I have really long fingernails at the moment because when I got COVID, I
Hey.
stopped biting my fingernails for the first time in my life, and I've never gotten into the habit of trimming my fingernails. So now,
I can trim them for you later. I got files. I got clippers.
How long
I
are we
got it all.
talking? Like freakish? Like
no, they're like longish.
Look,
if
just long
Lucy-
for a man?
No, they're
I've
not
been biting mine
longish. They're
throughout the
long.
podcast.
If
They're-
you-
Lucy, they are like you know
Are they
you know how
hooking?
no you know how women stop getting acrylics and then they grow them out and they go, oh, this is my natural nails, and it's like it's strong or it's not strong enough. I need to have some more calcium. You know how women be saying that kind of stuff.
so true of
okay,
women.
Jesus Christ, this
I'm
is
saying he's in the realms of I'm growing out my nails to replace my acrylics. That's where he's at.
I think my
Okay.
nails look beautiful. Thank you
Are
very
they-
much.
I didn't
Are
say
the
they weren't
beds nice?
beautiful.
How's the cuticles? Are they healthy?
Yeah, my nails
Have
look
you-
healthy as fuck. I have beautiful, healthy nails. Except for the one that I might have just torn, broken. What do you call it? Trying to open a can of beer here.
I've had a look and his cuticles look great.
Yeah,
They're
thank
down
you.
there. I can see
Wonderful.
the whites. They're wonderful. They're wonderful.
Perfect.
Anyway, I'm gonna get real high later and I'll cut your nails, okay?
All right. Well,
Two fellas trimming each other's nails.
Just brothers hanging out,
There's nothing wrong with it.
doing bro stuff. All right, so Ben, look, I'm just throwing it out there. This is live, folks. Just like hey, it's Saturday, and
Off the wall.
and look, if you want to do that segment instead of this one, fucking yeah, let's do it.
no, I deleted the note. Anyway, I had like 10, but it wasn't
There's
enough for.
deleted notes there.
How do you look at your deleted notes?
What in the world are you doing?
What the hell are you doing? Preferences? This is the worst podcast in history.
Worst podcast in the world.
It's fine.
Mine-
It's
I swear.
live.
Anyway, there was a bunch of pre ones in there that I thought that Theo was going to absolutely love. And
And
it
folks,
doesn't
we
matter.
fucking love it when Theo loves stuff.
I do love it when Theo loves stuff. That is genuinely one of my
I like it
favorite
when
things.
I'm happy.
I like it when you're happy. No, we can.
Anyway.
This was the worst side.
Crime Watch. We'll edit this bit out of the show.
No, I'm not editing shit. I'm on holiday, pal.
And out
Oh,
of your
fuck yeah.
memories.
I'm on holidays too.
No,
High
you
five.
can't edit this one.
Rhode Island man accused of breaking into homes to steal sex toys. And now I want to say up front at the top of this show, Theo does not live in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
A Tiverton,
I was
Rhode
going to say,
Island.
what's
man.
the crime?
What's the fucking crime? Hey, if you're not using
the
it, I'll
crime?
use it.
Hey!
If you're not using it, I'll use it.
This thing's just in a
called
drawer
sharing.
gathering dust
in a
instead
drawer.
of inside your pussy or asshole.
Yeah, I'll get the dust off it for you. I'll knock the fucking dust off that bad boy for you.
I'll suck the dust right off.
A Tiverton, Rhode Island man is facing 4 felony charges after police say he admitted to breaking into homes to steal sex toys he reportedly claimed he wanted to give as a birthday gift. All right, that took a turn. If you were just stealing them to fuck yourself with them or whatever, I get it. To give as a birthday gift,
That's
buy a
nasty.
freshie. Buy a fresh
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you
What if
can't.
he's the birthday boy?
Lovehoney.com,
Recycle
offer
that.
code BUNTA10 for 10% off.
Yeah,
Have a come on us.
Oh, Christ.
Benjamin
Don't.
Nadrowski, 32, was arraigned before a judge in district court Tuesday morning on 2 counts each of entering a building with felonious intent, great title for an album, and attempted breaking and entering. Folks, if you're in front of a judge, there's probably like a handful of things you don't want him talking to you about. One of them, stealing dildos from houses.
Did he just steal the dildos? That's very interesting.
It sounds like it.
Did he also get a PS5 or like?
According to police, untrustworthy. Officers were dispatched around 10:45 p.m. on June the 2nd to a home on Power Street for a report of a suspicious person. Big curly moustache, top hat. The dispatcher told police a person was trying to break in through a window. When police arrived, a resident of the home said while he was getting ready for bed, he saw someone standing outside his window on top of a chair and trying to get in through the bathroom window. Hey, get out of here!
Hey,
Not
stop
the
that.
best plan.
Get the bottle that you spray your cat with. Hit him with that shit as
Hey.
he's coming through the window.
Is that my dildos?
Get out of it.
It's the Dildo glove.
He's going for the dildos. Get him.
So what was that, Theo? The what?
What was that there? Just real quick.
Say it again.
Yep.
I didn't hear it.
One more time.
Dildo glove.
It's the Dildurgler, because he's the dildo burglar.
It's wild how much this kills Theo.
Easily pad out another 2.5 minutes with this.
Let it ride. Anyway, you got to spray that guy and say, no dildos for you. In court, police reported the resident. Let me take that whole sentence again. In court, police reported the resident said he had confronted the suspect and told him to leave the property. Go on.
Go on, scram.
Now, if you're an American and you're used to saying, go on, get to people, can
Go
we
on.
recommend going Australian mode and saying to people, get out of it?
Yeah, fuck off. Out of it.
Or rack off.
Fucking get out of it,
You
mate.
dog.
Get out of it. Fucking get out of it.
It is so unbelievably satisfying what Louis doing something he shouldn't be doing. To be like, out of it. Fucking go on.
Get out of it.
Out of it. Feels perfect. It feels
It
sublime.
feels just right. It feels
Yeah.
just right.
If that doesn't work, shake your gun safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got a 1 in 360 chance of
That's basic maths,
Shooting
baby.
your dog.
According to the police report obtained by Nexstars WPRI, the pre, the resident told officers the suspect apologized, my bad, and said he had the wrong house and then left in a white vehicle.
Yeah. Sorry, this, I thought I was climbing through
I thought this was the dildo house.
the bathroom window
my
of the
bad.
dildo house. This is the bathroom window of the other house. You've
You don't
got
want
no
your dildos
dildos
taken? You don't want your dildos taken right now? I can come back
Big
later.
risk. How do you know who's got a lot?
You
You can
vibes.
tell.
Vibes.
Everyone.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Every
Oh.
single person has at least 3.
These guys have so
I don't
many
think that's
glass,
true.
so
That's
many
so
glass
true.
bricks. They've got to have dildos. The resident described the suspect as a white male with blonde hair driving a
Typical.
white Kia.
Classic.
Was it? It can't have been this podcast. Was it us that talked about it was a story from a tabloid in the UK about someone planting a specific plant in the front of their house that indicated that they were swingers? but they didn't realize that that's the plant that means that you're a swinger.
There's a plant.
If you can find out what that plant is,
If
that'd
I've
you
be-
seen on
know
TikTok that
what
an
I
I'll know not
upside
to plan
down
it. Then I'll know not to plan it.
Yeah.
upside down pineapple is a swinger symbol. I
What?
got this
Fuck
from
outta here.
TikTok.
Boonta
I
Vista,
doubt that's the
now on
plant
TikTok.
though.
What's the plant you put outside
There
your
must
house
be
to
a
be like,
different
I
swinger
have like
plant.
5 dildos in my house. Don't rob me.
We
Swinger plant in garden. Here we go. Pampas grass.
Yeah, in the chat,
Oh,
J.N.
just-
Lurker
just
said,
a
"Isn't
little
it
pampas
pampas
grass."
grass?" Mulder says pampas grass. You
Yeah,
bunch
why
of
do you
fucking
know that?
sickos.
What the
You
fuck
bunch
do you
of
people
fucking
know that off the
sickos.
top of your head?
Someone says, "Isn't the pineapple for hot wifing?" Why do you know that?
What's
Why
the
are you-
difference?
Oh, it's from yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
You piece of shit! You can't even remember stuff from your own podcast. You're remembering it from your favorite podcast instead.
UID for
motherfucker.
life.
Googling
888-842-2357.
pampas grass.
Call the voicemail.
About an hour later, the resident saw the same vehicle at the corner of Brook and Benevolent Streets with the door open. Dildos cascading out.
Just falling out.
Sea of dildos. As police approached the scene, they observed a man matching the description of the suspect going through a dumpster with a flashlight in his hands. How many dildos do you find?
Any
in?
dildos?
Well, no, okay.
Just take
so
the ones you don't want anymore.
There's a rationale for this further in the article, which is amazing.
All right. The police report notes that a body-worn camera was activated. Nadrowski was arrested and reportedly told police he had peered into the home on Power Street. He said he was, quote, attempting to buy weed, end quote, but then realized he was in the wrong location when he was confronted by the homeowner.
That's the funniest fucking thing to be like, no. I wasn't looking
I was just
still.
trying to buy weed.
Let me
I was just trying to
explain.
do a drug deal. Police.
I was trying to get
drugs.
heroin. I think that guy had heroin.
I was doing something normal.
I was going to buy crocodile off this guy. It wasn't anything to do with getting dildos from his house. Just a crocodile sale. All perfectly above board. Just
It's probably
insane
fine.
reflexes. Why couldn't you have just been like, oh, a friend told me I could pick up something from his house and I was just checking that it was there. But no, had to be crocodile.
A friend said I could have his dildos. He said he would leave them out for me.
Yeah.
Andrew, you fucking with the Wi-Fi
He's
smoker.
looking at his
No,
pork.
I'm turning
He's
up the
looking at his
temperature in
pork
the
out.
pit. I'm turning up the temperature in the pit.
He is the pit master.
Well, you're gonna eat it later, so you'll be thanking me.
I will.
Detectives asked Nadrowski about 3 other breaking and entering incidents from the week prior. I was trying to buy weed at all of those houses. According to a supplemental police narrative,
I like that. And it's kind of nice because it is they're actually like doing some skepticism about like,
telling you a tale.
well, yeah, because often, I mean, maybe it's just a technical term for when the police do a report about something, but like usually when these sorts of news stations report on police stuff, they just report it as if it's fact. So that's nice. A little bit of skepticism. That's healthy.
Yeah, I like it.
According to a supplemental police narrative that everybody else on this fucking podcast is buying, Nadrowski admitted to entering a home on Armstrong Street on May 27th and said he stole a, quote, sex toy, end quote, from a bedroom.
I want to know
question-
what it was, though. We're
Yeah.
assuming dildo. Could be anything.
Are we
Yeah.
talking a big rubber fist? Are we talking the little clit-sucking robot?
Are we
Yeah.
talking one of those little sleeves, little jack-off sleeves?
Oh, a hot shot. Is that what they call it? You're like, too fast. That was
Maybe.
too fast.
I'm unfamiliar with the hot shot.
They got a name. They've got a name.
I
that's,
think
like,
that sounds like a proprietary name. I'm talking about jack-off.
What
Don't
has a
Google
name?
it on the giant monitor in front of both of us.
Like a brand? Are you talking like a Jaffle
well,
situation?
I think the name of like the thing
what
is
is a
it's a
jackal
sleeve?
masturbator. Hot
Like a-
shot, rechargeable,
like a
warming
fleshlight?
silicone male masturbator. Right, I got it.
Is it not a fleshlight?
No, it's different. A fleshlight is like a whole sleeve inside a plastic tube.
Yeah.
And one of these things is like, like you ever seen those things where it's like a tube
We
that's
were
sort of.
so close to landing this episode.
Ever seen those things where it's like a plastic, a rubber? No, not plastic.
Yeah,
rubber.
I know the things. Can you fuck them?
I guess.
I don't know. Can you?
What I think happened, Theo, is someone took one of those little novelty things that you kind of like
Yeah.
run through your hands and it keeps turning itself inside out, and they
Yeah.
said,
And they're like,
I
"Hang
gotta
on a
fuck this
second."
bad boy.
But-
I gotta fuck this thing.
Yeah, one of those infinite Tauruses.
Yeah, and it worked, and they said, all right, I'm putting a label on that. I'm selling this for people to fuck.
All right, so it was one of those. That's what we're.
Oh, no,
settling on.
I'm suspicious that that's probably what it was.
I swear to God, I saw the Pornhub logo come up in your autocomplete when you were Googling for that.
I'm not a big Pornhub guy. Porn T-Rex. That's where you find the full length.
Okay.
When questioned further, he also told police that he broke into a home on Furnace Street and stole 2 more sex toys from separate bedrooms, the narrative says.
That's crazy.
I don't think he's trying to buy weed anymore.
Separate bedrooms? They're keeping sex toys in multiple bedrooms in the house just in
Share
case?
house? Share house?
The share house?
It's fucking
Oh.
legal to own a sex toy, bro.
Maybe a share house situation, maybe. Or they have like, the butthole. I don't know. Please,
Got to have one in each room.
join me in the
Maybe go for a
butthole
Keep them
room.
divorce.
handy.
It's kind of like, we've talked about it repeatedly now, I think, the sex lamp or the sex candle system.
What's
Wait.
the sex scandal system?
Oh, you might not have been on that episode. So that's where you...
Light a candle or turn a light on. It means you're open for a sexual encounter.
If you have a hard time communicating to your partner, hey, I would like to have sex, what you do is you light a candle.
Is
to
this
say,
legit? Is this legit where the expression like holding a candle for someone comes from?
No, not
Probably
at all.
not. I
No,
don't
not
What the
even
fuck
slightly.
is that? What the fuck is that? Then?
I think that's to do with like lighting a candle for someone to mean that you're praying for them.
That's not as horny, to be fair.
Yeah.
It probably.
Go back to
like-
the other thing. What was the other thing?
The sex candle? You taking notes there?
a little physical comedy.
So you really he's using props. So you're indirectly saying that you would like to have sex with your partner in a really non-aggressive, non-demanding way where they can respond to it. I think if you have the butthole room and the other room, if you're like, hey, I think we should have sex, and they're like, absolutely, you take their hand and then you lead them to the room that you're
With the-
feeling more towards.
Whole of your choosing, is that what
Yeah,
you're getting?
you don't have to
Okay.
be like, hello, my wife, I would like to have sex with you, but I would also like to do butthole stuff. She goes, oh, we're walking into the butthole room? Okay. I know what we have to do now.
Oh, you lit the second candle.
Lit the second, way bigger candle.
Nadrowski said he didn't steal any items of value from the residence.
Yeah, these are worthless to me.
That's fucking...
Hey, if you're not using it, what the fuck you even got it for?
This is 2 very odd things to me. The first is, obviously, sexual health, sexual enjoyment, so important. Of course that has value. But also, sex toys, very expensive.
They're so expensive.
They're so
You
fucking
can get
expensive.
shitty ones, but
Not
you don't
with
want to steal
not with-
those.
Not
Don't
with the
get
code,
shitty ones.
Not with the
Don't
code
get shitty
Boonta
ones.
Vista 10.
Boonta Vista 10, 10% off.
Seriously, if you are a rep for Love Honey, we will accept a sponsorship. We will ask people to buy hotshot masturbators 10% off.
Yeah.
And the good pH balance ones or whatever.
Oh, you gotta get
well,
your sex
that's the
toy
thing.
cleaner.
If
You
you're
gotta get your sex
putting
toy cleaner.
something on or near a hole, don't get the cheap one.
Oh.
You gotta. You get what you pay
Respect your
for.
holes.
Yeah. Respect your holes. And they will respect you.
I guess.
Yeah.
He said he didn't steal any items of value, only women's sex toys he said he intended to give to someone as a birthday gift, according to police. That's just kindness. That's just practicing
Yeah.
kindness.
That sentence is
Paying
so
it
incredible.
forwards.
He's disrespecting women as a whole by saying it's nothing of value, it's only women's sex toys. But then he's also disrespecting one person specifically a lot more by being like, used sex
Hey,
toys I
got
stole.
you something.
You could just steal a sex toy from Sexyland.
Yeah, go
No, they've got
into
security systems and stuff there. Big
fucking...
fence around it.
Take off the tag on your giant dildo or whatever.
What's the fucking... Goddamn. The
And there's
chain
an
in
obvious place to
Queensland
keep it
that's
when
fucking
walking out.
everywhere.
What do you got?
Chain?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a
Sex
chain
toy
of...
chain.
It's adult something fucking...
Oh, right.
This would have been really good
It
if
is
I had
called
off
like
the top of my
Sexy
head.
Land or something, isn't it?
No, I don't know. If I was editing this episode, I would have trimmed out all the parts where I couldn't think of it, but
Okay.
here we are.
But this episode will not be edited.
And also, I don't do that for you guys. I trim out the parts where I can't think of something and it's not funny. I leave that in for
Oh,
you guys.
And,
I wouldn't know.
Tip from the chat, Van Dolly says you just sign up for the Love Honey affiliate program.
Okay.
Oh, it's opt-in, like the podcast awards? We shan't be doing it.
Oh, effort? Due to the felony charges, no plea was entered in court. Dun dun. You know?
Yeah.
Law and Order, sex toy division.
Yeah.
Dong dong.
Yeah. Folks.
I think that was
That has to be
technically.
an episode.
I think for the love of God, that has to be an episode of the podcast.
I think
I gotta
Boonta
it
piss
Vista.
was.
so bad. I gotta piss so bad.
Do you think it's because you had a glass of bourbon and 3 beers?
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining us for episode
Yes,
300.
Thank you.
The
Like
roughly-
film 300.
Yeah.
This
Check out
is
300.
Boonta.
That's why you said that in the chat, because of 300. I get it now.
It was a thinker. You know, I thought it'd come to you later.
Christ
Oh,
alive.
somebody in there saying they've pissed 3 times during the stream. Come on.
Jesus.
That is non-podcaster privilege.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yep.
Stick a
I
fork
haven't.
in
I've
it.
been doing my kegels.
Yeah.
Anyway, we love you, listeners.
Thanks,
Thank
Lucy.
you for tuning in after all these years. It's been
God bless.
roughly... it's fucked up to think about how many years we've been doing the show for now.
We've all
6?
grown up together. You know?
6 years of this podcast.
And if you've only started listening to the podcast recently, I am urging you, there is so much great content in that backlog. Go back, listen to the episodes from about 200 onwards. You'll really have a great time.
Oh, we love you, everybody. Thank you for listening. Don't start from the beginning.
Don't.
Episode 3.
Oh, man. Fucking, so Maddie and I, just before we got to Andrew's house, we had like 20 minutes to fill on the drive. And I was like,
yeah.
well, maybe let's listen to episode 100 just to like see what we did on the 100th episode in case there's anything worth calling back to. And we have like 5 minutes of fun. And then it's immediately like, well, time to talk about politics. And then just immediately,
Time to talk about how much of a
Vibes down.
fucking
Yeah.
bummer it is all the time. And that's why we stopped doing that.
yeah, there's like 5 minutes of us being like, isn't it funny that we know people with rooms for a loom in their house?
That's a pro tip to listeners of the show. If something is not fun, you can stop
You
doing
can
it.
just stop doing it. Also, a fun little bit of
Hit the
continuity
bricks.
is that like in the start of the 100th episode, we're talking about loom rooms. And then when Andrew was showing us into the room that Maddie and I are staying in, he's like, oh, and here's this 4-shaft floor loom, which was the exact one that he was referring to in that 100th episode. It's a really nice little bit of
Synchronicity,
synchronicity.
baby.
Kate Beckinsale, synchronicity.
The album by the Police. Synchronicity. That's what's up.
That is what's up. And thank you for having
what's
been
up.
what's up with us through this crazy journey, this crazy ride. What a roller
Yeah, we're all
coaster.
just on, yeah.
600 more episodes minimum.
I guess so.
Oh, serendipity, not synchronicity. Fuck, stop looking at the chat. I'm so
I'm
wrong
not.
about
You're
everything.
looking at it. You're looking at it. We fucking love you. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. We're going to go
Bye.
eat some delicious burritos. We're going to drink some more beers. Everybody, hug your loved ones.
Yeah.
Tell them how special they are to you.
Kiss your dog.
Think of
in
a
the mouth.
podcaster you care about and tell them that you're glad they've made 600 episodes of a podcast.
Kiss your dog unless your dog is Winston, in which case just kind of prod him with your toe and say, fuck you.
Fucking prick.
Fucking out of it.
Disgusting little cunt.
Stink, motherfucker. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.